Hello! Welcome to another edition of It Got Better. I'm out in the woods of western Massachusetts. It's lovely, so I thought I would share that. And I realized something this week too, by the way. A lot of you presume that this show is free. And let me tell you, I don't do anything for free. I get paid. So the price of watching is that little like button down there someplace. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, there should be one of those little buttons, thumbs up thing. You push that, and that's your price for watching. So I'm going to take a second, push the button. If you don't want to do it, just turn it off now. Okay, go ahead. Push. That means you. I'm not starting until you push the fucking button. Done? All right. There it is. So this is dedicated to my college roommate. I went to college in Northern California, and in a very liberal university. So when I arrived, I got a roommate that I didn't quite expect. He was about 6'3". He was a former football linebacker, and he was dressed all in camouflage fatigues, like head to toe with boots. He was from the South, and the first thing he did was hang a Confederate flag on our ceiling. So needless to say, this did not sort of jibe with either what I expected or who I was. We were two great tastes that do not go well together. It was fruit juice and whiskey. That's what we were. So in any case, about halfway through the year, he figures out that I'm gay. Not because I tell him, but because he comes back to the room one time and finds me with two friends that he knew who were clearly gay, and we're going through the freshman Facebook. This is when Facebook was actually like a book of pictures that you would get in your freshman dorm to tell you who all the freshmen were. So of course, everyone goes through it and figures out who's hot, right? So here's me on my dorm room bed with these two very gay guys going through, like pointing at pictures. He opens the door and we're like squealing like little girls, right? Like, ah, look at him, ah, da, 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 stuff like that. Moment of silence, you know, we see him, he sees us. The joke is up, right? So, in any case, oh, hang on a second, intermission. If you want to know how the story ends, it's time to pay the fucking toll. So if you've not pushed the button yet, do it. If you're still watching and you have, this is not like public radio where they just sit for a week and beg you to give money. I'll hold back. I'm not going to put out unless you push the button. So I'm just going to take a second, push the button. Sorry if you already have. If you haven't, you should feel horrid. Done? Okay, here it is. So anyway, so that kind of starts things down a bad path. Now, in any case, sort of behind my back, he goes and wants to try and move out because he's not wild about this situation, right? I'm not wild about this situation. But in any case, he asks to be moved out of your room. Well, you know, this is the 90s. And in Northern California, you do not go to the university and say, I want to move out of my room because my roommate is gay, right? They're like, if somebody's got a problem, it's you. So anyway, unbeknownst to me, for like weeks, he's trying to move out and stuff like that. And but interestingly, I start to discover something, which is the big Southern boys, big linebacker types and things like that. And trust me, I don't use this word normally, but they're pussies. Total pussies. It's all like a put on, right? It's their form of drag. It's to like look tough, shotgun, Confederate flag, yada, yada, yada. Total pussies. So I just start being a dick to him, right? So the more and more I'm a dick to him, the more and more like he stops spending time in the room. He's actually like starts to be afraid of me. It's actually really interesting. So, you know, if I just kind of like growl when he comes in, he leaves the room. It was stunning, right? And I'm not physically intimidating. This man outweighs me by, well, now by like 100 pounds because he's gotten huge. But in any case, even then it was like 75 pounds. It was a big, monstrous man. And when he would change in the room, I would just, even though I really didn't care because he was nasty, I would like pretend to like watch him so he would get all intimidated. Then he didn't want to change in the room, and then he would try to be there when I'm not there and stuff like that. It was genius. All I had to do was like kind of leer, like I was being really creepy, and he wouldn't come in. So in any case, that's a lesson that I have learned throughout my entire life, which is that if somebody doesn't like you because of you being gay, that the best thing to do is be gayer, right? The gayer I got, the more uncomfortable he was, and the more he just stayed away. So as I've grown older and older, I've just gotten gayer and gayer, and the people that I don't like just stay away. So I would like to tell him, thank you for teaching me that, because it got so much better because of what you taught me. You taught me that if somebody doesn't like you because you're unpleasant, the trick is to be excruciating. So there it is. It got better, so fuck you. Enjoy. Push the fucking button, by the way, if you're not done it yet.